So Matt is a graduate of Lake Region, and he's now at Champlain, and he'll tell you a lot about that. But the one thing that I want to say about him is the last 2 months of his senior year, I probably saw him more than you would see most students in about 6 or 7 years. And each time, and even before that, each time he always came in with questions. And he came in with questions, and he was really wanted to know. And in the end, he had a couple of schools that were kind of competing against each other to give him more scholarship dollars. And it was really wonderful to see him take that and run. And you know, he was really concerned about his parents and them not having to take out loans. And so he worked really hard to remedy that for them. So,
all right, thank you. You know, I'm extremely excited to be here and able to share my story with you guys today. When I went back to Lake Region just to visit for a little bit, Matt suddenly just was walking down the hallway and sees me. He's like, Matt, come to my office for a little bit. Some things just never change, I guess, right? So I go in, and he's like, I really need your help. Would you help me with something, Matt? It's like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. Happy to do whatever I can. What do I have to do? Oh, you just have to sum up, 3 years of your college experience into like a brief speech. What? So I said, yeah, why not? I'll definitely do my best. So here's my best at trying to sum up 3 years. I'm currently a senior at Champlain College studying psychology. I'm from Brownington, Vermont. Just by a show of hands, any of you know where Brownington, Vermont is? Wow, this is the most I've ever seen. I'm very proud, thank goodness I'm among some Vermonters, right? But yeah, it's like the sticks of Vermont, cows on one side, trees on the other. Sometimes I have a conversation with myself or the cows. It really depends on the day. But I don't know, I'll just have to go with it. Here I thought the summer was going to be filled with work and bills, or bills and work. But now I'm giving a speech in front of you guys, and I guess what I love about life is there's always a mystery about it. And what I will always be forever grateful to VSAC for, and the counselors obviously that inhabit it, is because they helped me see a mystery unfold in my own life, probably the biggest one of all, which is college. Matt Mitchell, I will say that you have to be one of my favorite guys in the entire world. I honestly have no clue how you did it. You were on track with everyone, not just myself, but other people as well. So I told him today I was going to make a speech that was going to knock him right off his feet, but he's sitting in a chair, so I guess he's So he's just extremely passionate, and I'd like to say that there were just times, senior year of high school, to where I was just done. I'm sure everyone here has experienced that, right? You get to that last scholarship award thing, and you're like, okay. And so I remember I was sitting in the cafeteria, my head on the table with my mac and cheese right next to me, and all of a sudden Matt just comes, taps on my shoulder, and I turn around. Come to my office for a little bit, we'll have a chat. Again, things just don't change, right? Well, it's funny to look back and realize, that's how it all started, was from a simple conversation, right? And I remember how petrified I was of college. My biggest challenge that I have ever faced has to be being the first out of my entire family to go off into college. It was a huge step. I had no idea what to expect. And of course, what the cost is insinuated with furthering your education. And that's why I'm extremely thankful for people like you that can help us with that problem. So thank you again so much for all that you do. And so, but with all of my family supporting me, teachers, counselors, VSAC as well, I was able to go and take that step forward, because one of Matt's favorite quotes to me was, just keep going. The money will find you. You just keep doing you. So during my senior graduation, I was just standing there, and all of a sudden the scholarship awards came up. And I thought I was going to get maybe 1 or 2, like everyone. But all of a sudden, just all these scholarships just kept flooding in. Out of nowhere, the Gear Up Scholarship, a Champlain Scholarship. I wasn't even through the door yet, and they offered me close to $30,000 every single year of going there. And it was as Matt was talking about, it was a competition between Johnson and Champlain College. And at the end of the day, a private university consisting of over $50,000 was able to beat out Johnson State College to have me go there, and it was my top choice. I was so excited to go there. And I have to say, the amount of support that I felt was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, from VSAC and everyone in general. I mean, it didn't really hit me until I was making my bed as a freshman in my dorm. And I ended up crying. And I was just like, wow, you know, this isn't sorrow. This is literal tears of joy, you know? Like, I can't believe what's going on. And at that moment, I was just thinking, man, I really hope my roommate doesn't walk in right now. Because it's like, can you see like an 18, soon-to-be 19-year-old just like smiling, laughing hysterically while crying? That would be a heck of a sight. I'd be like... But it was great. The opportunities, though, didn't stop in high school. They continued on, and that's what I loved about it as well. They just kept the scene following me. Before I walked into the doors at Champlain College, they offered me a position as one of their student ambassadors. So currently, as of now, I'm able to talk with like hundreds of people that walk into Champlain stores, promoting my college, telling them my experience on kind of what I'm doing like today. And Matt was telling me, are you a little nervous? And I said, no, I kind of do this every single day when I'm in the semester, so it's great. I'm also very active within my psychology program at Champlain College. Whether it be directors asking, like the director of Champlain, Bjarne, to ask me to do something, or if it's to help out my professors, I'm very capable and happy to do so. And also, what I love the most is this past year, I was able to go to study abroad, and I went to Ireland for an entire semester for 4 months. And the experiences I had there were just blew it right out of the water. And there were times in which I said, you know, I'm not going to be able to go, probably because of funds. And then all of a sudden I see on my bank account, Europe scholarship, and then it's like VSAC was still following me, and I was leaving the country. You know, and again, I couldn't believe all this stuff that was transpiring. But all of these scenarios really helped strengthen my abilities, not only as a student, but as a person, you know, helping to promote who I was, and it created some more interest in my own life. For example, when I think of my future, I think of a series of doors. And what I think is I would love to be able to go off and serve my country in the military. Be a counselor at a college or high school, you know, something that the VSAC counselors here do to promote their students to say, hey, keep going forward, keep chasing your dreams. Or, of course, being that psychologist, but I had to go off into grad school, right? Master's degree, this will be fun. And I know, you think you're done after your bachelor's? No, no, no. It's really hard to say with all these opportunities that are laid out in front of me. But the one thing I am sure that is definitely going to happen is I'm going to be working with others. Because I love talking. And I absolutely love working with people. You know, again, I alliterated before that I still can't believe where I am. But, you know, there's one thing. If it wasn't for everyone's support here, I know I would not be in the situation that I am now. And again, thank you so much for that. And as I've told Matt, if there's anything that I can do for the VSAC program in general, come give you guys speeches. I'll give you as many speeches as you want. You know, or if you, or anything else, if it's in my power, I'd be happy to do it. And to wrap everything up, you know, I'd like to give a message to students in VSAC. And I don't know if you guys want to take a pencil down or something like that by all means, but here's my little quote that I want to give everyone is to never put a price tag on your dreams, because when you do, you lose creativity. And always remember that when you need it the most, there are individuals that can and will help you. If you simply work hard at it and actually ask questions, rest assured, it will happen. You know, thank you so much again, everyone, for taking the time to listen to me. And it was an absolute pleasure, and I hope I get to see everyone again someday. Thank you.